to Good Taste. You're in for a real treat. You're a wine fan, and you wouldn't be here if you weren't. We're talking to the winemaker at a beautiful Napa producer, Girard. These wines are spectacular, and I'm with Marco Giulio. Did I get it right?
You did.
That
Tanji,
Italian,
absolutely.
the Texan version of
That's
your
right.
Italian last
That's right.
name. And we're talking about Girard Wines. These are spectacular. Been to your tasting room.
Oh, great.
In Yountville.
Very nice.
One of the most charming towns, I think, anywhere.
Yountville's special, yep.
The tasting room is very unique because you get, if you make an appointment, get a private tasting, you pair these wines with a variety of foods,
Yes,
right?
we do. I mean, we feel that's a really important part of wine in general, and certainly for the style of wine that we like to produce at Girard Winery. I always blend the wines with an eye towards pairing with food, because I really think that's an integral part of what makes wine enjoyable.
I agree. And honestly, your wines, even without food, I think are quite enjoyable and quite drinkable. Let's start and talk about the Sauvignon Blanc.
Sure. We've been making the Sauvignon Blanc from Napa Valley for well over 10 years now at Girard Winery. The style is very straightforward. Very fruit-forward sort of a Sauvignon Blanc. It's fermented in stainless steel. There's no oak influence at all, so it's crisp, it's clean, and has a real refreshing kind of an aftertaste.
Yeah. This is one of the best summer wines in Houston you'll ever reach for. It's just perfect for the hot weather. Always a refresher.
Oh, thank you.
Very good. Okay, and artistry.
Artistry's really been the cornerstone wine for us at Girard Winery. It's really what we've built our reputation on over the years. It's a blend of the 5 principal grape varieties that are grown in Bordeaux. We grow them in California in the Napa Valley. It's Cabernet Sauvignon, Cabernet Franc, Merlot, Malbec, and Petit Verdot are the 5. There are varying percentages of them in different vintages. I changed the blend in order to retain a stylistic continuity across vintages.
And speaking of style, it's the Bordeaux style, the Bordeaux grapes, but it's very drinkable right now.
Well, that's the California influence, right?
Yeah.
So we call it a Bordeaux style, but it's a California wine. It's got a California style. There's a ripeness and a freshness to it that comes from that we really prize.
Lush comes to mind.
Yeah.
It really is. That's a luscious wine. Okay,
Good.
and Petite Syrah. This is, I kind of refer to that as the pretty lady. I mean, this is one of those elegant, beautiful wines.
Yeah, we love it. It's for me one of the real special wines to make because I get to work with a lot of very old vineyards that go into this. We have a couple of vineyards here that are over 100 years old that go into making this wine. It's 100% Petite Syrah. We make it in a very simple, kind of hands-off style because when you're working with fruit of that kind of character and intensity, you really don't have to do a whole lot to it. Just let it show through in the finished wine.
Well, I've heard you talk about the Girard wines before in that vein. You say you get such good fruit. You just kind of step out of the way.
Try to be non-interventionist. Yeah, exactly. I mean, when you're working with good fruit, you don't have to do a whole lot to it. It's a little bit like when you're cooking. You got great ingredients. You don't necessarily have to do a whole lot to them. Just present them in a nice way and pair them up with things that make them look even better.
Yeah. Mother Nature usually does a better job than we do, right?
Amen to that. Yeah, that's true.
All right, Marco, thank you. Again, it's Girard Wines. I'll put more information online. And when you're in Yountville, by all means, you'll want to visit the tasting room. And you can get the wines at HEB. Enjoy, everyone.
Thank you.